Hello everybody and welcome back to Monster Hunter Rise! Today I have layered armor on. We're still using the Rhinophilus, the butterfly armor. But I really like the look of this armor. Like, it's not a practical armor. Though, honestly, it probably could be if you just took the leg tassels off. It would actually be decently practical armor. Not like wholly practical because those shoulder pauldrons and the lack of a helmet. Like, yeah, shoulder pauldrons. Pauldrons go on the shoulder. Currently, they would just be a blade trap. Like, someone chops down towards your head. Like, it glances off your head, but hits into, like, that crevice between the side of the head and the pauldron. And it would just catch it and let the weapon dig in. But yeah, we don't need to worry about that. Monsters don't swing swords. I mean, there is a few that do, but we don't need to worry about that. Today, we are going to do a Quartet of Horns. Because we've already beaten one Diabalos. This is just beating one Diabalos twice in one quest. So let's go do it. Welcome to what will probably turn into me just talking about random other things instead of what's going on. Because, I mean, what am I supposed to... It's just a pair of Diabalos. Like, what am I supposed to talk about? How bad the Monster Hunter movie was? I mean, I think I've already talked about that before. And how annoyed I am of how bad it is. And, like, I know there's, like, Silent Hill fans in the background, like, first time. But I don't think y'all understand how bad that movie is. Like, the Silent Hill movies, like, movies, I forget if there was more than one, was bad. Don't get me wrong. It was bad. It completely just went right in the face of everything that anyone cared about, really. It ruined a lot of stuff. It was just bad. But it's still not a terrible, like, B movie. If you could separate the Silent Hill from it, it would still make an okay B movie. The Monster Hunter movie doesn't even manage that. Like, I'm generally pretty good about remaining objective when it comes to talking about something. I'm usually pretty good at keeping my own opinion as just that. It's my opinion. And talking objectively about a thing. That's why, as much as, even though my opinion has shifted for the longest time, I would say that EVE Online was not the perfect game, even though I would, you know, I considered it for the longest time my favorite game of all time. It still kind of is. But I can see the flaws in the game. It doesn't mean I can't stop and see the flaws. And I can and do stop and look at the flaws. The Monster Hunter movie has 0 good points. I know a single person who watched the movie and came away going, yeah, I liked that. I know multiple people that watched the... Oh, the Diabalos have moved. That watched the Silent Hill movie. At least the one I'm thinking of. I don't know what one it would be. I don't know if there were multiple. I don't pay that much attention to video game movies unless it's a game I care about. And I'm sorry, I just don't really care about Silent Hill. But, like, I've met a lot of people that were like, yeah, that movie was just kind of a, you know, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't, like, awful. It's watchable. Meanwhile, like, that Monster Hunter movie is a case of a lot of people that I've talked to are basically in the camp of, what are you talking about? That movie doesn't exist. Like... Yes, my plan worked. My cunning plan that cost me more health than that poison will cost Diabalos. I should actually use another first aid med, because it's not going to heal me all the way full anyway. I absolutely hate that movie. And even just hearing things, like, about why the movie came to be, which I'll admit I've not fact-checked. I don't know if these are confirmed or not. But there was a lot of talk of that director basically just does these terrible video game movies to give the lead actress a role. And honestly, like, I don't want to sound rude, but I could see why she would need somebody to go out of their way to give her a role. She just seemed bored the entire time. Like, if that's what she's like in everything, then... yeah, I can understand it, because she clearly doesn't want to be an actress. I should probably actually focus on what I'm doing, so I'm getting my ass handed to me. I mean, it is Diabalos, and I believe this is the bigger of the two of them. Because all of these quests follow that trend of there will be a big one and a small one. Oh man, this is the Diabalos from the movie. Oh man. Because he's so big. Comically big. Like, I don't understand why the director felt he had to make the monsters comically big to make them scary. Or why he needed multiple Narcilla to make Narcilla scary. Like, I just don't get it. Especially because, to a Monster Hunter fan, a quest where a monster is comically big or comically small is just that. It's a comedy quest. It's not meant to be taken seriously. Yet, in the movie, it's like, oh man, this comically big Diabalos. Take it seriously, it's a threat. Even though anyone that's played a Monster Hunter game is sitting there going, but it probably has less health than normal because it's big. It's comically big. That's usually what that means. There'll be a comically small monster around with more health than normal. That's just a USJ quest. And if this was the Diabalos from the movie, you'd have to almost double its size. Like... the Rathalos. Good god. The thing is, like... the thing is just comically way too big. Even playing, like, the stupid event quest in World, which I did do, because I had just gotten Iceborne, basically, as that movie came out. And that armor that you get from that event quest is actually not bad starting Iceborne armor. That armor actually can carry you basically the entire way through Iceborne. But, like, fighting the Rathalos, you can tell just how comically big it is. You two done? Okay. I thought Baroth was gonna get to do something, but I guess not. Like, I don't like that movie. Like, there are some movies that are so bad they're good. The Monster Hunter movie is just so bad, it's bad. Like, which is a shame, because the idea of a Monster Hunter movie is, like, so good. And I've not watched it yet, but I'm really hoping that the Netflix movie is actually good. Robotic and I are gonna watch that at some point, we just haven't yet. Mostly because we'll both be here like, we want to do something, and then we both go to playing a game before watching something, so... Stayed med down. Oh boy, well, we know it's the one-horned one that we want to follow. Good old one horn. Good old bloodbath. Look at them down there screaming at each other. Wait, Diabalos turf wars with itself? I didn't know that. Look at him go. Yeah, we definitely found the bigger one first. I want to mounted finisher, but I also want to do that. Because, like, we've gotten a fair bit of damage done on this Diabalos already, so it's not exactly a big deal that we're not going to mounted finisher it. Because we're going to mounted finisher the other one. Get him, Bloodbath! You show him who's boss, and we need to follow good old Bloodbath. Oh, there's more materials. Damn it, I just want the materials! Stop screaming at me! I want Diabalos Ridge. That would just be what a ridge would be called if, like, a Monster Hunter player was, like, a general. So, like, yes, you guys are going to go and take over Diabalos Ridge. You're gonna force the enemy off it, and you're gonna hold it. You really want some, don't you, buddy? Man. You've made the other one leave again. God damn it. I just want stamina for one. I just want to fight good old Bloodbath Diabalos. Well, I really don't want to fight Bloodbath Diabalos, but yeah. There, leave me alone. I'm gone. Right, yeah, I was coming over with the... Okay. I was coming over here for the ore. It is weird coming from playing World and not having to stop and mine at something freaking 3 times. I should sharpen that a little bit, because I am just below being full sharpness. This is probably going to be a longer episode. Which that makes me feel bad about having ranted about the Monster Hunter movie again. Because I'm pretty sure I said in the past that I was never going to do that again, and then I proceeded to now do it again. Can you blame me? It's a terrible movie. And I've got really nothing else to talk about. I mean, I suppose I could talk about some of the things I've been doing in World. I've been collecting every Switch Axe, because my goal in World is to eventually have every weapon. I'm dead. Latte! 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 Thank you, Diabalos, for not just killing me. Thank you, Latte, for doing that after I'm almost full health again. I also, to settle an argument, ended up doing some tests comparing the Defender weapons to base World weapons. And honestly, while they are better, for the most part, they tend to struggle if they're being compared against a weapon that just has an element all the time. Like, I know this is using the Defender weapon against an event weapon, but the Azure Longsword, the 3-star event quest longsword from World, has, I think, something like 10-20 less damage per a 5-hit combo than the Defender 2. And is much easier to make. And also has much lower base attack, but the water element on it makes up the difference, as long as the monster takes damage from water. Meaning that, yeah, you can, you know, hey, right for the capture. I'm actually going to capture. I just need to not get knocked on my butt. I'm gonna capture purely just to save some time. There we go. Okay. Captured. But, like, you know, if you're just gonna go brain dead with it and just use the Defender weapon, that's fine. It'll carry you through. I can't even say brain dead. Like, it is, as I said, it does generally deal more damage, so if you just want to get through the base game faster, then yeah, use the Defender weapons. But there's nothing overly wrong with using them. They don't... They'll save you a tiny bit of time, but it's not like they make the game that much easier. Even more so depending on what weapon you're using. If you're using a Defender hunting horn, oh good lord, stop. It's a bad hunting horn. Just use the ore one. It has better notes. Like, almost any hunting horn with a red note is going to be better than the Defender hunting horn. Like, it's just kind of how it is. And I will say, if Rise goes the same way World did, expect there to be a Defender-type weapon in Rise. Because, well, let's face it, with the exception of the high Hunter rank quests, aka ones that we haven't seen yet, ones that take, I think, Hunter rank 50 and then Hunter rank 100, these quests, while I might struggle with them, are still not the hardest quests. Like, it's not that big of a deal that, you know, Capcom might just want to get people through them. Because, I mean, let's face it, Monster Hunter is more enjoyable the harder it is. It's just kind of how it works. So, like, you know, they're gonna want to get people to whatever the harder content ends up being. Basically, getting them to Master Rank. / G Rank. They go back to that naming convention. Which they might. I'm honestly kind of hoping they do, because I prefer G Rank over Master Rank. Mostly just because it keeps it more consistent with the previous games. Heal. I know I could have went to Camp 1 and actually like grabbed a few more potions, but like first aid meds, but I've got my own potions. Just because I, you know, don't need them doesn't mean I shouldn't use them. The affinity up. Thank you. But yeah, also as part of my test, I did include my test against the defender weapons. I did include a Baroth weapon, the Baroth switch axe, because I was using the switch axes. And good God, was I getting unlucky with those tests. Negative 20% affinity, so a 1 in 5 chance on every hit that it'll be negative affinity. So, in layman's math, that would be a 1 in 5 chance that you're going to get a negative affinity hit in a combo. It realistically works out to less than that, because it's a 1 in 5 chance independent. So, you know, it's far lower that you'll actually see... Oh, far lower chance you'll actually see the negative affinity hit. So, of course, every time I was freaking trying to get a damage number for the 5-hit combo I was doing, it just was refusing to cooperate, and I was getting multiple negative affinity hits with every go, which just led to me looking up roughly how much damage it should deal. Which led to that Baroth switch axe actually being relatively close to the defender switch axe. I also got into an argument over the defender armor. Oh, it makes the low rank in World so easy. Low rank in World is easy, no matter what you're wearing. Literally, frickin' Kulu Yaku armor is enough to make most things unable to hurt you. Like, low rank in World is easy. And high rank, you're gonna want high rank armors. You're not gonna really want to be using the defender armor. Even though it technically is a high rank armor, it's not a good high rank armor. The basic only thing it does is give you more health. Like, that's effectively all it does. That's not good. That doesn't even remotely make it a good armor set. Like, many of the very first armor sets in high rank do more for you than the defender armor is. Even for a complete new play, like a complete noob, a lot of the early high rank armors would do more than the defender armor does. Ow. Thank you, Moxie, because I just screwed that one up.
This one's gonna hit hard.
Is it really, though? So I think it missed. And yeah, I'm not trying too hard to cut off the tail, because we don't really need Diabalos tails. If I get it, great. If I don't, I'm not too worried. Yeah, let's see if I can get him stuck. Come on, buddy. This way. No, this way. This way. No, fine. He's far more interested in my buddies for a change. Yeah, that's close. Yeah, scream at the pillar. Oh, you're screaming at Tigrex. I mean, that's about as effective as screaming at a pillar. Why did I do a normal attack? Oh, I got him stuck. Well, I didn't mean to. That worked out, kind of. I would have preferred riding Tigrex, but... Give me this Tigrex material. Wrong way. I should really stop talking about world armors, because anyone that's only watched this series is going to have no idea what I'm talking about. Like anyone that's never played World. I will say, if you're looking at this, and you don't have a Switch, and you really want to, like, this looks fun, and you want to play it, pick up Monster Hunter World on the PC. Like, it's good. I know there's a lot of people that hate on World, but I think that's just because it's kind of the edgy thing to do within the Monster Hunter community is to hate on World, so people just do it. Hey, right for the capture. I didn't grab another trap, did I? Oh no, I did. Okay. Because this has been going on for a while. Now, I will say, if you want to get World and Iceborne, wait till they're both on sale. Get them both on sale, and then you'll get them both for about $60. Otherwise, you are looking at probably close to $100 to $120. And I mean, it's good, but no game is worth that much. Like, no game. I don't care what the game is, it's not worth that much. Poor Australians. Because they pay that much for any new game. Really wish prices would be just standardized in every country to be $60. I don't care if that would require a game to make less money. Games would still be successful, and then more people would get to play them. Hey, a bunch of Diabalos stuff. And money. Money's pretty nice. And now Hunter rank 15. There we are. There's another sale going on at the guild. Aw, I actually kind of wanted the jackpot that time.
What would you like to do?
Let's get all these done. That's easy. Here we go.
See you later then.
Now we do... We do have this new dongo. So let's come and see what the new dongo is. Do this. It's, I think, this one. It increases kunai damage. But it might not be this one. Is it that one? I'll say... Yeah, it's probably that one. Because, like, it's... Oh, no, it's this one that got boosted. I think. Yeah, because it was the very hap peanut. So I guess this one got boosted at some other point. I just never noticed. I'm not actually gonna buy one right now. Because we're ending the episode, so. Though I am actually gonna quickly double check something here. Could I don't want to actually wear it, but could I potentially... I think I might actually be able to make Diabalos' armor. I wouldn't really want it because we don't have a... You know, I don't use a blocking weapon, but if I did, I would probably make it. Now, with that, I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you back here tomorrow as we do something. I don't know exactly what yet. See you all then!